Hello everyone, I am Vijay Kivlani, Assistant Professor, LJ Institute of Pharmacy. Welcome to a MOOC series, an initiative taken by LJ Institute of Pharmacy. In today's session, we are going to talk about over-the-counter medications or OTC medicines. So, medications are broadly classified in two types. First is prescription controlled medication and second is prescription uncontrolled medications. Very first, prescription controlled medications. So this class involves the drug and medicines which needed a signified prescription of eligible authority, that is physician or registered medicational practitioner. So the drugs which required a specific prescription are accounted under prescription controlled medications. Second is prescription uncontrolled medications. So this classes involves all the drugs and medicines which do not require a written prescription of a physician or medical practitioner. Such medications can be directly purchased from the chemist. These drugs are called as an over-the-counter drugs or non-prescribed drugs. Right? So general introduction of this OTC medicine. So OTC medications are those medications that can be obtained over the counter or from the chemist bench without prescription of RMP and consultation with a physician. It can be suggested that those having little significant pharmacological activity and therefore the physician need not to be very much concerned about this use by the patient themselves. Now each drug is having side effect, each drug is having adverse drug reaction. But some of the drugs which are having high therapeutic range and very less or tolerable side effects can be considered under over the counter prescriptions, right? Means where the prescription is not required. OTC medication history. So in 1860s the preparation of remedies at home was replaced by purchasing of medication for patient. By 1905 the market of patent drug was at its peak. In 1920, due to intense economical and political struggle, changed the preference care, resulted in decline in public demand and use of patient medications. OTC medications reason. So why a drug can be kept in under this schedule or under this class. Now remember that all the OTC drugs are part of Schedule H and H1 of DNC Act 1945. So why a drug can be kept under OTC class? So the reasons could be shortage of time and comfort, cheaper in price, availability, level of literacy and awareness, self-care and advertisement. So very first, shortage of time comfort. Usually people in city and towns due to their busy schedules don't get proper time for visiting the physician for getting proper medications. But OTC medications are very less time consuming and easily available. The meaning of this term is that in cities or in town it could be financial problem or due to time issues. The patient may not able to reach to doctor for every single problem. Just like for acidity, we don't visit a doctor. We directly go to the pharmacist and ask for any anti-secretory or antacid prescription. So, this kind of shortage of time can lead to OTC. Cheaper in price in our country like India, where more than 55% of total population is just near the poverty line, people majority are weak to visit physician for small health problems and hence prefer non-prescribed drugs comparatively cheaper, which are comparatively cheaper. Availability. Most of the NPDs are easily available at all places. Due to the availability, there is easily preferred by common people for daily health problems. Level of literacy and awareness. Many of the people have either very low awareness due to which they don't prefer to visit a physician. Sometimes it is required to visit a physician, but due to lack of awareness, due to lack of literacy, due to being illiterate, people avoid to visit a physician and go for over the counter preparations for treating their disease condition. Next is self-care. Nowadays, people with high literacy and awareness are preferred to use OTC medication. This is because of self-caring people that they can take care of their own health. So, sometimes it is required to visit a physician, but due to overcare, it may happen that the patient may not go to doctor and take the medication on its own. Advertisements. So most of the OTC medication producing industry give attractive advertisement for increasing the purchases of medication. Also people due to previous experience or due to experience of other people outpatient treatment for OTC medication. Benefits of OTC. So easy to access, improved education of consumer, decreased frequency of visit to physician, decreased cost of third party players, increased autonomy of patients. Risk. So inaccurate diagnosis, delayed obtaining needed therapy, drug resistance and failure to follow label instructions. OTC medication list. So painkillers like acetaminophen, aspirin, ibuprofen, paracetamol is there, nimesulide, mefenamic acid, naproxen is there, antacid or GIT medication. Under that there is calcium carbonate, famotidine, omeprazole. Cough, cold and allergy or antihistaminic preparations which include cetirizine, phenylephrine and cetirizine or chlorpheniramine malate. OTC medications on vitamins or essential factors like calcium carbonate, ferrous fumarate, ferrous sulfate, magnesium oxide, bromophenylramine, pseudopheniramine, right? So this all were the OTC preparations which are available. Now always remember the OTC drugs are involved in H and H1 schedule of DNC rule 1945. Frequently asked questions from this topic are: thank you. Please like, share and subscribe our channel Pharma Ignite for more updates. Thank you.